from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Florida Gators offense will go to work first. The Gators able to escape the last time these two met, winning a tight one.
Well, they needed great leadership late in the game. They got it from the quarterback position. They got it from defense. And that's always one thing you know about this one, David. Your leaders in the locker room, this is the game that they need to step up and really take ownership.
And they know it. They felt it from their coaches. They know how much this rivalry matters. Such a cool look in the stadium. Half blue and orange, half red and black. This game is always so cool and so unique, located here in Jacksonville.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. Now the pitch. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game. The offense does a really good job getting into the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
It'll be a draw. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gets it out fast. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. On the move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs full.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida!
What a luxury for an offense.
Motion from the wideout. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rock. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site rivalry. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Connors. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In Game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into the
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance, you're not going to get the first down. I think you just keep your points. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Gator! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick pass on the fly motion. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia.
There he goes! Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Rock. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball.
A shot toward the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this 3rd quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this deep.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got it in the middle, it's Terry. Good pick up there as he gets the... And they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And the Gators are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Man, what a run by the quarterback. I got to tell you, if I was his coach, I would tell him, hey, man, at any point in this game, if you just feel like taking off and running, go for it. Just go right ahead, because he can do things like that. That's an RPO. He's supposed to throw the football, but nobody's open. He sees a lane, he sees green grass, and off he goes. And it's not just a 5-10-yard gainer. This guy's generating explosive home run plays because of his athleticism. This dude's just on another level right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And it is flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Creates a little room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team I got faith in them, I got trust in them, and it's rewarded, and they get the first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They just keep firing. Unloads to the right. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Snap from the gun on third down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Turns it on down the left side. Goes to the option. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. At the 35, he's loose. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Here's a heat. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Pulls and fired complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now After that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. He's looking to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Snap in the shotgun. Got the back over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's on the 40. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Right down the middle. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. Thanks so much for spending